Hey everyone, this is Arthur. I was encouraged by a friend of mine to do a Facebook Live video on this matter. I normally don't do something impromptu like this, but here I am. One of the things that might look weird is I'm still trying to get used to making sure that I look at you guys directly. So I think that'll do it. If it still looks like my eyes are cross-eyed, maybe one of you can show me how to do it properly in the future. So anyway, why am I doing this now? Okay. So, just to catch everybody up, it was Tuesday, October 10th, Columbus Day. I went to Scripps College. I went to sit in on a talk. It's part of the Tuesday meets or the Tuesday groups, the Tuesday speaking engagements. They have a guest speaker. This time it was Hussam Ayloush or Ayloush. This guy is the executive director for CAIR Los Angeles. CAIR stands for the coalition or the community of American Islamic relations, or the company of, I'm kind of drawing a blank right now. Sorry about that. Maybe one of you can remind me what CAIR stands for. The council, excuse me, Council on American Islamic Relations. Sorry about that. So, okay. This guy is a radical Muslim. He tweeted out some very offensive things. There was a Russian liner that crashed in Syria, for example, and he laughed and joked about it and saying, oh, I wish that more Russians had been killed. This guy also tweeted out some hateful remarks about President Trump shortly after it was clear that he was going to win the election. And it was basically the same Arabic for, we want the regime to come down. At this speech, or at this talk that he gave at Scripps College in Claremont, he repeated the lie that President Trump had enacted a Muslim ban. That's a lie. He did not do that. It was a travel ban. He only targeted 7 countries. 83% of the Muslim world lives in other countries who are not targeted by the Muslim ban. By the way, I've talked to Muslim supporters of President Trump, and they recognize that it wasn't a Muslim ban. Even they say that. And some of these Muslim supporters have actually criticized their own religion. They have become very, they're backing away from it. Of course, everything is still suspect. The reason why is that Islam does teach its adherents that it's okay to lie to infidels. There are white lies and black lies. So right away, there's an issue there. But when it came to what Ayloush, that's how I'll pronounce his name, he began to say other things too, that America was based on supremacy. That's offensive. Exceptionalism, that's the word I would be using to describe the American experiment. This is an exceptional country. People in Europe believe that. People in Asia recognize that. This is a country founded on Judeo-Christian principles, the limited government. The Constitution outlines incredible principles, demonstrating a free market, a free society. 50 states which operate as independent governments in essence, with clear allegiance on certain issues to the federal government. These are magnificent principles. Nigel Farage recognizes that this country was founded by incredible, brilliant people. Now, Ayloush began to receive some intense criticism from people in the audience. One guy pointed out and asked, what is CAIR's stance and what is Ayloush's stance on suicide bombings? And you'll notice that Ayloush didn't even answer. He deflected the question and played the victim card. Oh, you're targeting me because I'm a Muslim, etc., etc. Well, pretty soon his talk there were more heated questions that came out, blasting him for lying about the president, claiming that it was a Muslim ban when it was a travel ban. Then lying about the president, claiming that he wanted to enact a Muslim registry. That is also a lie, which was perpetrated by lawmakers in the state of California. Specifically, though, with this video, what I want to speak to is that I recorded the entire talk from the beginning to the end. I even received permission from Ayloush, although technically I don't think I had to. There were at least 2 other people who were recording the event, one to the right of me and one in the middle of the room. And to my knowledge, they never asked for permission, nor did anyone expect or indicate that they needed to ask for permission. So that was the first issue. So there's that. I uploaded the video to YouTube. Within 5 hours, I received an email from the YouTube support system claiming that I was being tagged for a privacy violation. There was an individual who introduced Ayloush to the meeting. At no time did there was nothing to justify a privacy violation. It was a meeting that was open to the public, and I was invited to record. So I don't know what's going on here. I issued a number of response emails indicating that it was a public event. I was told I could record. Then the video was taken down today. An article came up in The Student Life. That's the name of the online news organization there at Scripps College. And there's a student, 20 years old, claiming that there was malicious intent in my uploading the video, that I didn't have permission to upload it. It's outrageous. This is ridiculous. This is censorship at its core. It was a very damaging video for Scripps College and for Hussam Ayloush. A number of people in the audience denounced his remarks. They denounced Islam. They denounced his insistence on defending Islam. I asked a number of questions, especially referencing verses in the Quran, and Ayloush refused to answer them. He also refused to respond to the fact that there have been numerous attacks against Jewish communities in Europe, in Asia, and in the United States. He refused to explain how those passages in the Quran are actually being taken out of context, when in fact those passages in the Quran are not historical statements. They are religious policy statements about what Islam is about. It's about jihad. It is about territorial demand and domination, and there is no spinning it. He also misquoted a verse in the Quran. It is Surah 610. I can't remember the numbers right off the top of my head. I think it's Surah 6106, in which it's Surah 532. I'm sorry. There's a couple of them. I'm now learning about them in a more rapid pace. What happens is there's a passage in which there's a retelling of the Cain and Abel account. It's distorted and fraudulent in the Quran. Basically, Muhammad stole a whole bunch of verses from the New Testament, as well as from the Torah, as well as from the Hebrew Bible or the Old Testament. And then there's a passage and it says, because of what happened with Cain and Abel, it is therefore taught to the Jews that to take one life is to kill all lives, and to save one life is to save all lives. That is not an Islamic value. That is a Judeo-Christian value. And even the Quran itself recognizes that verse as quoted from the Jewish Bible as a Jewish value, as a Jew. It's not even in the inspired literature of the Bible itself, from Genesis all the way to Revelation. It's in the Talmud. It is not an Islamic value in any way, shape, or form. The next verse is very clear. You kill those who do not accept Allah, who do not accept Muhammad as his prophet. So it is a violent religion. It's a cult, a political cult, not a religion. And I cited those verses specifically in order to ensure those and others to challenge Ayloush and explain to me, how is Islam compatible with a multi-ethnic culture, society such as ours? He refused to answer those questions. The host at the event repeatedly told me to be quiet and told someone else to shut up. Not very good PR for Scripps College or for those events. So to me, it's no surprise that one student in the audience went to great lengths to issue a privacy violation to get the video taken down. I refuse to be bullied. I refuse to be silenced. I downloaded the video. I encouraged others to download the video as soon as possible. And I'll be uploading the video in other ways as soon as possible. You'll be seeing it very soon. I've already done that. You can go to my Facebook page to see that. The point is, Scripps College engaged in a fascist attempt to silence me. They sent privacy violations, quote unquote, to YouTube, and the video was taken down on YouTube. But I don't care what happens. There are at least 3 media sources which uploaded the YouTube video. So what they'll find is that the video was taken down, but the evidence is already there that Scripps College and YouTube censored that one video on my channel. But that's not going to stop me. I assure you, I will be sharing that video through Dropbox and through other media channels to ensure that people will see that Hussam Ayloush was confronted by a group of citizens in a public forum at a talk that he wanted to give to make it look like Muslims are the victims and that the United States is some kind of a racist, bigoted society and that Donald Trump is leading this Islamophobic agenda. And it's just not the case. By the way, being critical of Islam and exposing how it is a cult dedicated to killing those who oppose it and silencing dissent, that is not Islamophobia. A phobia implies a mental disorder, which again is based on a break with the reality and a misunderstanding or a breach with facts and logic. But the truth is, Islam, based on its history, based on its ideology, is clearly anti-human, anti-liberty. It is in conflict with constitutional rule and with American values. That is not a fear. That is not a fact. It is not Islamophobia to criticize, denounce, and wish to, I'm not afraid to say it, to ban Islam. Angola has done it. It is within our tradition to do so. It is acceptable within a liberal republic, and I mean liberal in the true sense of liberty-based, for us to ban political ideologies which are dedicated to breaking our bones and picking our pockets and killing people. It is not compatible with a free society. There's nothing wrong with banning Islam. Yes, I have said it. Yes, I challenge the tenets of Islam. It is time for us to stop being politically correct. We must not allow Islamic militants and taqiyya to infiltrate Western countries or free societies and use our free government and use our limited principles in order to force Islam into our culture. We have every right to deny it, to stop it, to block it. We have every right to do so. And what happened at the Scripps College event on Tuesday, October 10th, with Hussam Ayloush demonstrated that there is a growing number of Americans, of Californians, who are not afraid to go to colleges to confront Islam, to expose its evil, wicked tenets, to expose that Allah is not a deity commensurate with the God revealed in the Bible, but that he is a demonic deity. And there's no further proof of this than Surah 354. Allah is the deceiver of deceivers. There is another name for that. Satan. Yes, I said it. And it's time for us to not be afraid to say that at length, to demonstrate that Allah is a demonic deity, that the Quran is a hodgepodge of conflicts and contradictions, and Hussam Ayloush is a liar in the things that he said. He got very upset in that video when I said to him, you're lying about the president. You're a liar. He did not enact a Muslim ban. He enacted a travel ban. And he says, you can't call me a liar. I said, yeah, you did lie. And you're being a bigot. And he says, okay, I am. He agreed. He acknowledged that he is a bigot. It's in the video. I have uploaded the video, point of fact. It is on Vimeo, V-I-M-E-O. I have uploaded a similar video on another channel as well. I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to allow Scripps College or YouTube to silence the release of that video, which shows the truth about the head of CAIR LA, which shows his reticence to denounce suicide bombings, which shows his arrogant insistence on shutting down people who questioned and challenged his lies and his distortions about Islam, about the president, and about CAIR Los Angeles. So with that, those will be my statements at this time. I will upload this video very soon to my YouTube account. Yes, I will. I'll be uploading this to other accounts as is needed too. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Once again, I will also make the statement that we should not be afraid. We should not allow social media sites to silence us. Perhaps Steve Bannon has an idea and the president's looking into it. We should start treating social media as a clear public utility, in that the rights of citizens should not be silenced or diminished or shut down. Thanks everybody for watching. Please share this video far and wide. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You'll find my email is on my Facebook page and also on my Twitter page. Thank you so much. One more time, I'll say this. Scripps College and YouTube censored the video that I recorded of Hussam Ayloush's public talk on campus. And I exposed that he is a bigot, that Islam is a radical cult, and that people in California rose up, challenged him, and denounced his lies and his cover-up for that awful religion. And it blindsided the Scripps College moderators and even some of the students, one of whom lied about me, claiming that I recorded it, had a malicious intent, and did not have the right to upload it. That is wrong. I want to clarify that record. I will upload this video in due time. Thank you very much for watching.